How are you doing, everyone? It's me, the Domotaku, here today to talk about the next episode of RWBY Volume 4, Episode 2. So, you know, I don't know what to say about this series, but like, I said that RWBY Volume 3 was dark. 4, it is dark to an extent, but it really just hurts when it reflects upon past experiences from Volume 3. For one, Jean and PYRRHA, because in the end what PYRRHA did was such a noble sacrifice, and in the end with Jean and whatnot, like, dude, that was like that's the way to go. And now like you have a Jean with all this with like her relationship with PYRRHA and whatnot, like training him to be a better huntsman, and like also like in romance and whatnot. It's such a big deal for him, and now we actually see that with him, and it hurts. It really does. Like, I feel for John right now. Like, hopefully, I hope that this guy becomes a badass huntsman in this series or in this season eventually, because he deserves that. He deserves that after what he's gone through and whatnot. It really is there. But at least we see him practicing hard and training hard, and of course, from past experience, he's moving forward to an extent, and he has that one recording of PYRRHA to help him along, by the way. So besides that fact, we want to talk about a lot of other things like Weiss. So Weiss and her situation is not so great. It really isn't not that great. It's like Weiss's whole situation in in one description is that she's being babied around and kept away from everything. That really is it, mostly, because like in the end of Volume 3, her father takes her back. It's like, oh, we're going home. You're not gonna go and fight all this whatnot. You just not get involved. I'm gonna keep you protected in the house and whatnot, right? And it's not what she wants to do. She really wants to be out here looking for her friends. Most likely, she probably doesn't want to be in her house anymore. She probably hates her dad and wants to be away from her whole household and whatnot. But we see her sort of being okay with all the other residents in the house, like Klein. Is the servant's name Klein? Like, seriously, that's so typical, but it works fine in my opinion. So you have Klein, you have his brother, and then you have the Atlas dude who was freaking Terminator. He's like half robot and whatnot. He's okay. And then his father's making Weiss do this concert thing when she probably really doesn't want to. All she really wants to do is it's not exactly clear what Weiss wants to do. It's just that she's being held in this house because her father tells her to, and that's really it. And what I'm assuming is going to happen in this season, so I can make some assumptions that, for one, there's not a lot. Well, maybe by the end of this season or volume, that Team RWBY reunites and whatnot, right? And mostly you have Weiss training in the house, honing her skills much more, eventually to where she leaves and tries to find Ruby and the others and sort of make things right, sort of thing. That's really it. Because for now, I have no exact clue what Weiss's motivations are for now. Right now, she's just at home, practicing for a concert, and that's it. RWBY, on the other hand, and Team Ranger, they're going to the city of... Or did I say that already? Or I think so. We already know their objective. They're going to the next town to try and get to the other country or the other school and whatnot. And they come across a destroyed village. And this village was destroyed and ransacked by bandits who, that's probably existent in the world. But, it just brings lots of weird, issues and flashbacks for Ren and Nora, I'm assuming. Because they looked at the symbol on the ground for some specific reason, oh, this is a marking for the bandits, hopefully, or something like that. Maybe it's probably a sign of, there's more to come, sort of thing, right? John, on the other hand, after that, we have John here, who is training with PYRRHA, and you also have RWBY taking notice of this too. RWBY is I don't know if it's just flashbacks also, or her remembering the past, or just hearing the recording of PYRRHA, but she's hearing PYRRHA call for John and whatnot. That probably is just a video, to be honest. I thought it has to do with some of her abilities and powers and whatnot, but that's really it. So you have both sides going through many things, but right now the other big questions I really have is for Yang and Blake, because those are the other two unanswered ones yet. The trailers for RWBY, in the beginning you had RWBY, you had Weiss, Blake, and then Yang, in all the order of Team RWBY. So most likely, I'm assuming that, because there's no trailer for next episode, that next episode will have some time with Blake and see what she's up to. She's with Sun, I'm pretty sure, and some other crew rolling around, probably trying to find what's his name? I forget his name. I don't remember the dude's name. The one with the giant katana or whatever. Is his name? No, not Blake. Blake is the girl. Adam! Yeah, there we go, Adam. We're probably trying to find him, and Yang just at home doing whatever and whatnot. So really, it's just building up. We're gonna see how the team is doing for now, and then when something happens in the show, then things are gonna go down, to be honest. And right now, my expectation, or sort of my thinking for this volume, is that we're gonna see the after effects of Volume 3 in all the members of Team RWBY, and then at the end of the season, we'll probably see them reunite with each other, and then sort of be united to fight against evil and the villains and whatnot. That's my thinking for this volume, because I have no clue how this thing is going for. Probably 13 or something like that, but who knows. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you enjoyed, and like the video if you like this whole, you know, Jean and Pierre thing, because that was a good touch in my opinion. I really like that. And tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen for the series? You know, will Weiss get out of her household in time? Will Jean become a badass in the future, or do you think that RWBY will somehow awaken new powers, or what do you think is gonna happen to Blake or Yang? Tell me your guys thinking in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. Subscribe, because next week we'll be covering episode 3, and we'll get to see a whole bunch of new other cool shit. I hope so. So see you guys then. So take care, guys. Matane and good night.